Hey my friends, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the cabin inside the virtual cabin in Friday the 13th, the game. Now this is just a little demo part, a version part of the game where you can explore the insides of the cabin with some various movie trivia and stuff inside. Now that was Crispin Glover's cap, if I remember correctly, from part 4. Just a little, I mean, there's no mission into this. You can just explore everything inside of the cabin just to give you a sense of what it might have been like to be at Camp Crystal Lake. Yeah, you see, a lot of people, they get this wrong. If you ask them who was the original killer in Friday the 13th, they always say Jason. But if you listen to the question, it was actually Jason's mother. She was the very first killer in Friday the 13th. Jason didn't appear until the second movie. There's a classic board game, but the name of the classic board game is not on there, but I'm pretty sure we know what it is. There's a classic horror magazine on the table there as well. It's supposed to be Fangoria, but I can't make out what that was. Oh yeah, the twins, also from part 4. Remember these two ladies. Two beautiful actresses. Apparently this guy was he had something to do with the making of the game, so he's quite a fun character to use as an online character when you play the online part of this game. It's he looks funny in his wrestling suit. Nice looking cabin. Love the look inside. It's eerie music and it's so atmospheric. Well, I see part 3 Jason there on the table. I'm going to get to him, right? I'm going to get to him now. Oh, it's Ali. Ali was the leader of the biker gang in Friday the 13th part 3. He was the guy who chased, he punched a hole into Shelley's Volkswagen Beetle after he confronted him. Part 3, Jason, was played by the late stuntman Richard Brooker. Sadly passed away a couple of years ago. I remember part 3 from when I was a kid. That movie scared the hell out of me, Some very nice pictures and stuff here on the wall. I see the man. There's the man himself, Kane Hodder, on the right-hand side. Played Jason 4 times. 5 times if you count the game. What a legend, man. Kane Hodder, you're the man. This door is locked, I can't go in. I guess these are some pictures of the production staff and people. Well, she has very big eyes. Oh, is someone here? Okay, she's reaching for the shampoo and she got stuck. Oh, this is actually one of the other online characters that you can use in the game. Well, she's going to be standing there for a while. Entering the living room, dining room / open plan kitchen area here. Yeah, there should be a banana on the table. If you can pick up the banana in one of the movies, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. There's a weird looking statue there. There's a frog on the table. Some canned goods. Hey, there's a big tin of pretzels. Oh, I would love pretzels now. I want pretzels. Send me pretzels, people. Send me pretzels. Oh, some charcoal. We're going to have a braai, like we say in South Africa. We're going to have a braai. Somebody needs to do the dishes here. This woman, she forgot why she was standing in the middle of the kitchen. Oh, Deborah Kin. What have I done with my life? I'm standing here in the kitchen. Oh, I'll just think a bit more. Lovely, lovely. It's interesting for me to go into the 3D animated worlds of games and stuff. It kind of reminds you of the VR stuff that I've been doing lately as well. Well, there's some shoes here. Walking shoes. Yeah, when Jason stomps around in the main game or in the online game as well, he stomps like an elephant. He sounds very... Oh, that's Corey Feldman's raincoat from, what was it, part 5.
What was the creepiest part about working on the game?
Oh, for sure, the phone calls.
Okay, sorry, that was great. Can you start over, but this time incorporate the question into your answer?
My bad, yeah. So the creepiest part about working on this game was I get these weird phone calls to my personal phone. We worked on the game for almost, I think it was about 3 years. And every single Friday the 13th, we would get these calls from someone. At first, I thought it was someone at the studio, Paul or Dan or something, but it had to be like an F-13 fanboy or something. They would use this voice distortion and claim to be Pamela warning us to honor the memory of her son. Sometimes they would just laugh into the phone and hang up, but most of the times they would just, complain about the game taking so long.
That doesn't sound that creepy.
It wasn't until one time I called the number back and heard this.
Yeah, interesting fact for you, that the famous sound, that sound that made this movie very famous. If it wasn't for the Gibson Guitar Company, we wouldn't have that sound. Gibson had this processor, guitar processor, an echo. It was called an Echoplex. Basically, you plugged your guitar into it, and it gave you some very nice echo sounds on your guitar. But what Harry Manfredini did, the composer for the music and the sound effects in the movie franchises, he took the K and the M, where Pamela Voorhees in part 1 says "Kill her, mommy." He took the K and the letters ma, so he went into a microphone and he said K, ma. And he ran that through the Echoplex, and that's how you got that iconic K, ma, ma, ma. That's how you got that sound. So yeah, little basic info there on how that sound, well, one of the most famous sounds in the world, actually, when you think about these movies and the impact they had. But yeah, back to the cabin. Oh, I see some masks. I love masks. I see masks. Okay, wait, we're first going to check out the very lovely coffee mug, whatever. Yay. Oh, some coffee. These have to be the ugliest sofas I've ever seen in my life. Eesh, okay. Yeah, this is for the Toxic Avenger sits on this one. Oh, yeah, who puts a chalkboard in the middle of your living room? Now that takes me back, eh? I mean, I grew up in the 80s, man. I grew up with bubble tube TVs and VHS machines. VCRs for all the Americans. Oh, Jason masks. This looks like the part from part 4. This is definitely part 3. At the end of the movie where Jason gets slashed in the head with an axe. Poor Jason. He's a bad guy and he's a victim. I mean, he didn't ask to be neglected. This is gonna make me want. I'm gonna go watch some videos where I can find some Jason masks. I want to buy some hockey masks. Oh yeah, this was one of the worst movies in the franchise. It's where Jason was This was the mask that the Jason imposter wore. The reason you can tell that it wasn't really Jason is because of the blue markings on the movie. And this was definitely the one from Jason Takes Manhattan. Kane Hodder wore for the very first time. Yeah, this is interesting. I love this, man. This is excellent. This is great. Well, looks like I need to find some more masks. I shall get to that. But yes, my friends, that is it for this episode. I will post some more stuff pretty soon. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. Take care of yourselves. Be safe out there. And we shall see you in the next one.